Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of No Fouls Given, presented by Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks right now, and at sign out, use the code NFG today so you get a nice little promo and a deal. As always, I'm joined by my guys Paul Pierce, Danny Green. I'm Big Waz. Let's get right into the show. All right, we're going to get into a little mailbag fan question edition. I always like when the fans send us some of their, curiosities. First up, I like this question from Adam.Vic24. He asked, and this is for both of you guys, why is coming off the bench such a big deal to these guys? If you're getting 30 minutes a game and help your team win, does it matter if you're the change-up star? Wemby comes off the bench after their foul-baiting stars have gathered fouls against our other players. So, what's the big deal? Why is starting such a status symbol, Paul?
I will tell you this for me because when I wasn't starting at the end of my career, there's a big difference on how you prepare. So like you go to the layup line, you're warm, you get introduced, you play. Now you go from layup line to sitting for like probably 30 actual minutes, and then you get into the game. There's a big difference in mindset and how ready you are, really. And, certain chemistry you have with the starters as compared to with other guys. It's so much of the little things that matter. Like Wemby has built chemistry with the starters when it was winning. So now it's like a different rhythm of players you play with. Certain guys, if you dribble handoff and he go back door, y'all ain't on the same page because y'all don't play with each other a lot. So it really is a big deal when you're used to playing with the starters and then you go to a bench role because now you have to adjust your mind and you see the game different in your when you get in there. As an older player, it was harder for me to come off the bench.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just mindset and like for me, it was just mindset and then warming into the game as an older player when I came off the bench.
I want to stay on that because I remember a few weeks ago you were like, well, Wemby shouldn't be accepting taking a bench role. You're saying it just off of the rhythm thing.
Well, he's a star too because as a star, you got to go out and set the tone for your team. Like, you're not just a regular player. This is a superstar, possibly an MVP in this league. He could be an MVP. Like, you as a star and as a leader got to set the tone. Like, there's nothing more than having your leaders come out there to give the guys who come in the game the confidence when they see their leader diving on the floor, blocking shots, talking, just being hyped for the game. It just sets the tone for the rest of your team.
Got you. Why do you think it's guys take it the way? Because you come from San Antonio, where Manu Ginobili kind of pioneered this, like, I'm not just some six-man energy guy. I close every single big game.
So that's the difference. It's only a big deal if it's viewed upon as a demotion. Because usually your starters are the guys that finish the game. So if you're seen as a starter, you're seen as a guy that's one of the best players on the team that the coach trusts the most.
Right.
And that you're seen as a guy that's also going to finish the game. Now, if you're just a starter, just a start, again, if I came off the bench and I finished the game and I played 30-plus minutes, it didn't matter to me.
Gotcha.
But if they demoted me to the bench, like,
if you were already starting and then they said,
yeah, well, we're bringing you
off the bench
because we need a better defender. Like,
when
I was in Philly, Doc was like, we're going to put Matisse in this group because we need a really elite defender with the guys that we have here. And then it's a difference. And then I went from playing like 25-plus minutes to like 14 minutes a game. It's like, all right, what the fuck are we doing here?
Okay, I got you.
That's a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I came off the bench and was still playing starter minutes, I wouldn't mind
You wouldn't think about it. It's just a sort of
and
demotion.
Also an age thing, too. When you're older, once that engine starts, you better keep that motherfucker running. Because once you stop it, bro, it's hard to turn it back on again. And you got to be on the – listen, that's when you see guys on the bike, on the stretching, like – you have a whole different routine during the game to stay warm. Touch the ball when you can during the timeouts. If you're playing active minutes, like serious minutes. But yeah, I never looked at it as a big deal unless it was like a demotion.
Got you. Our next question, because I can't see this guy's name. Oh, @player1j6v. All right, our next question comes from @player1-j6v. And his question is, how much should two-way play be factored into these conversations about the best players in the league? Or do you just think there's some guys who are so overwhelmingly great on offense that it makes up for it?
I think the two-way factor is it's a big factor for me anyway. But there are some guys that are that offensively talented that it makes up for it. But you can't be that much of a liability or worse on the other side. Does that make sense? Like, even though Jokic is not a great defender, he's not a terrible defender.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can still swipe down. Rebound is part of defense.
Yeah.
You know, he may not be a big rim protector, but he's anchoring the defense, talking, good in screens, good with his hands, and doing little things and being, like crafty. So he's not like a super liability defensively. So but when it comes to rating a player as one of the best in the game, I think it should be very much taken into account.
What about you, Paul?
Yeah, I think it factors, like how much should a two-way play be factored in these best in the league? It should be heavily factored. I don't think that you can be the best player in the league without playing the opposite ends of the ball on both sides. Like, yeah, you'll win an MVP, but I don't think you'll be considered the best player in the league. Like, Luka will win an MVP one day, but there's not any point have we said Luka was the best player in the league. I mean, currently, right now, we think he's probably like the fourth or fifth best player, currently, but not the best. So it factors a lot, because if we started to see Luka rev it up on the defensive end, like right now, we'd probably be talking about him being the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's the only thing. Like, James Harden won MVP, was in top 5 finishing the MVP voting, but I don't know if there's any point where we said James is the absolute best player in 100%. The league. You know what I'm saying? So you can win an MVP, but, like, it factors in a lot of being the guy, the elite, the best player.
And so what I would say is that I agree with you guys for the most part in terms of if you make it so that it's hard for your team to play good. Like right now, we just watched the Lakers finish against the Hornets. Luka Doncic is making it hard for his team to play defense.
Yeah.
Like he is. He's making it like almost impossible for the Lakers to stop anybody with the way he's playing defense right now at this moment. Maybe somebody might say, well, it's regular season, it's a long season. If this game was to go, win or go home, Luka would give it the best effort. Whatever, I don't know. But, like, the way he's playing right now, the way Trae Young has played at certain points, the way I've seen Ja Morant play, the way I've seen certain guys that we know are great offensive players, like, but you can't just be no resistance on defense. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be like LeBron and Mike in their prime where these guys were all NBA, or Paul in the freaking finals guarding Kobe on an island. I'm not saying you need to be that, but you need to be like Steph. You need to be like Jokic.
Yeah. You got to get the effort.
You have to have
more
effort.
Yes.
And to the same token, I would never say the guy who's the best defender and has a pretty cool offensive game is the best player in the league. No, like we know offense is more important than defense. But that doesn't mean that you could just treat defense like it's optional. And I think that's why I love that question, because I think if you could be somebody who generates efficient offense, like you are a very valuable player. Yeah. But I look at somebody like Ant Edwards in every playoff series, every big matchup, he's guarding his opposite, pressing dudes 90 feet sometimes, and doing what he does on offense. I'm like, come on, man. Like, that stuff matters,
Yeah,
and I think the Luka thing is just, I don't know. I guess I fell for the skinny Luka gaffle, too. I guess I got hustled. It was like a 3-card Monty.
Damn.
And I was like, yeah, the skinny Luka's going to work this time. And yeah, they took my money, man.
Man, I said that. I said, man can lose as much weight. It's a mindset. If you don't have the mindset, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, we're seeing it.
Great question. Next up, we're going to fried after birth. How important was weight training for your basketball careers? And do you think there's a connection between the large number of injuries we see in today's NBA and the lack of weight training?
I do, very much so. Huge part of my upbringing, just not just my career, but
can you say what you were doing specifically in terms of weight training?
I mean, I think there was like a rule, like you had to get a certain amount of lifts per month. I think that, like when you're a rookie that's not playing, like you got to get at least.
What
3.
are you doing? Bench press, curls? Like, what are you doing?
Everything. I mean,
everything.
When I wasn't playing, I'm doing everything. I'm working on my game. I'm getting strong in every aspect because I know I'm not playing. I don't care if I'm sore or not. It don't matter.
Gotcha.
So as a rookie, it's like, you got to make sure you get your lifts in. It's like 3 a week or something like that. So you got to get like 20, 21 lifts whatever. I don't know what it is. If you do 3 times, so 12 to 15 lifts, I think, for the month. But when you're playing, it's more activations. But you still want to keep everything kind of fine-tuned. I want to make sure my hamstrings are good. So when I started getting hamstring issues, we're going to rehab that. When protecting the knee, make sure the quads are good. So making sure I'm getting a good, at least 2 lifts a week. Mm-hmm. And I think it has a very much an effect or a connection between injuries and today's game.
Is that what they're saying? Guys don't lift weights at all
I think
anymore?
they do, but I don't think it's like how they used to.
It's not as much as you
It's
guys
more
were
activation stuff, more band work. Like I feel like you
Okay,
definitely
gotcha.
need some more like lift situations, heavier. Definitely heavier in the off season than it is during the regular season, but you need some decent heavy lifts throughout the month, like at least 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? When you have some days in between, like you should get a good lift in to where your muscles are strong and your tendons are strong.
Got you. Paul, was weight training a big part of what you were doing?
I think it's very important because, like, even on our days off, I went into the weight room. Mm-hmm. Do I think there's, because of the lack of weight training in the NBA today, is that the reason for the amount of
Some
injuries?
of the injuries. People are making that connection.
I think the connection with the injuries is the lack of practice. Because, like, I'm come from old school values, like, and, I watch Magic and Jordan and, I watch their tapes, and Jordan always said, practice how you play. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the greatest to ever do it. And he's one of the inspirations for me to be on the weights in the league because he was like one of the first guys that you saw have a trainer and have the 6 a.m. crew get up and lift every day. And like that's because I didn't lift in high school. It was mandatory lift when I got to college. But then in the pros, when I first got there, it wasn't mandatory when I first got there. And so I was like, man, I got to get stronger and faster and jump higher and all that. But the practice part was the part for me that I think when guys don't practice as much as we did, because we had training camp, we practiced 30 straight days in October, like no days off.
Yeah. That was all training camp. It's the month of October.
The whole month of October. When we didn't play,
So
we
you didn't
practiced.
even get weekends off or nothing like that?
No.
I mean, you got like a day off in between, but like when you practice,
but it was really just
My
straight.
first
It was
year,
3
we got
hour.
no days off.
It was like 3 hours,
First
like
couple
3 hour
years.
practices. Like
Yeah,
you
three solid 3-hour practices late in January. Like late in January.
Yeah.
And I don't remember seeing the Achilles injuries or the hamstring injuries. Like the common injury was like you tore your ACL or sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, I'm interested because
Not as many tendon injuries. You're saying
Not a many
like
tendon, like
hamstring,
hammies and calves.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of that.
Hammy and calves.
it wasn't. I'm just interested because it's just obvious that the injuries are happening at a more rapid rate right now, and I just wonder what could be done to abate the situation. Yeah. Next up from Kubi Leona, VR5652 for Paul. How difficult was the duo of Kobe and Gasol to deal with, and why?
I mean, for one, you got arguably in that time the best player in the league, and then you have a perennial all-star. So, like, when you combine those two at the time, very difficult.
People are forgetting they also had other pieces on that group.
Yeah,
when Kobe missed, he had another 7'3" Andrew Bynum was another guy cleaning up a lot of the work there. So like, it was a double big situation back then. So Powell could play the 4.
Lamar would play the 4 too.
But Powell able to play like a 4, and he's 7'2". Like he's a big guy, but play the 4 and be, and have some freedom and not have to worry about the main big every night and guard, certain guys. It freed up a lot of stuff for him. So
I'm
they had
not
a good
really
team.
sure if I've ever felt the wrath of Kobe, to be honest. Like, those 40-point, 50-point,
Straight,
60-point. Like,
that didn't happen against you guys.
Like, I can't remember throughout my whole career ever feeling that. But that barrage of like, God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the... I can't remember. But I know I've watched it a lot. Yeah. And
so that factors in when you're playing against a guy who is capable of doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that does factor in. Like we looking at the stats, he had a 36-point game, a 38-point game, but like I didn't like he had a 41-point game in 2002, but he took 47 shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a barrage.
That's not like I never
not a
like
barrage.
as you
That's a
see.
different type of
That's
barrage.
that's a different I didn't really feel the.
So for you
60
going
thing.
against the Kobe and Powell situation, it's just the threat of both of what they brought to the
both of them,
table.
Yeah. I mean, like Powell might be one of the most underrated bigs
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, he could do everything.
Like
Very
he
talented,
could
man.
pass, he could shoot with both hands in the
Yeah.
post. He rebounded.
Tall and long as hell, so
Damn,
he's shooting over people.
Yeah, he's shooting over people.
Was a
like,
good ass
He had touch.
defender.
He could shoot the mid range. Like
Yeah.
he had touch.
Yeah.
He could shoot the jump
He's
shot.
underrated
He developed
in
a
my
3
eyes.
later on too. He was
He's a
shooting
great
threes with us
player,
in San
man.
Antonio.
Yeah, he was a great player.
And for Danny, this is
Yeah.
also from Kubi Leona. Were you planning on leaving Toronto no matter how the outcome of the season was going to play out because of Kawhi, or why did you end up leaving Toronto after one season?
I mean, I've spoken about this a few times.
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, I would have liked to run it back. My contract was up. I was a free agent.
Got you.
So it wasn't like I just got traded or I wanted to leave.
You both were free agents.
We both were free agents
Yeah.
after that year. And he made it very clear that he wanted to
He
be
was
in
never-
LA
he
before
was
he even
never
got there. So it was a
staying there.
risk for us even going there, for him going there.
Yeah.
But I like Toronto. I love Toronto. It was closer to the crib. New York
Yeah.
right there. Great city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were winning. They didn't have the money. They had enough.
Gotcha.
They had enough. They didn't have the money. They would have gone to the tax, and they were only going to the tax for one guy.
Yeah, okay, got
It
you.
wasn't Danny Green.
So if I remember this correctly, they had this is the 2019 summer. The Lakers and the Clippers were both allegedly in the running to get Kawhi.
Yes.
And
It seemed like a month, but it was only like 7 days.
Yeah, it stretched out. And then as soon as Kawhi signed, weren't you one of the
Everybody
players?
signed. Everybody signed.
So yours was like a domino.
It was everybody's waiting on Kawhi. Once he made a decision, everybody knew where everybody else was going.
else was going.
Other things were negotiated at
I
that
think it
point.
was you, it was Dwight. It was like a bunch
Everybody
of people.
was just waiting for that to happen. 'Cause
Got
if
you.
he went there, then I would have to go somewhere else. But
Did you have any ideas of some other places?
yeah, bro, 7 days of free agency, how long that is? That's like 3 months.
So you guys talked to a lot of people.
We talked to a bunch of teams, but they like, look, we got this money for you. Some of the
money
teams
be
are like,
dropped.
we're making this move regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me see what happens. This is my first option. I would like to go here.
So your first choice was the Lakers.
It was LA, yeah.
But if they would have signed Kawhi, they wouldn't have had the money to
Exactly.
sign you.
I would have been in Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah. Dallas they were ready to pull the trigger regardless of what his decision was.
Got you. So they were like, we're waiting on Kawhi.
No, they were like waiting on me.
They're waiting on you.
Yeah, which
Who's waiting on
ultimately-
They
Kawhi?
knew they wasn't getting Kawhi.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, they was out of the Kawhi thing,
Yeah.
but they thought they could be in the Danny Green business.
Yeah. So they were like, it made sense for everybody to wait for Kawhi.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of see where the chips are going to go. But they were like, if you make this.
Was the money similar?
Yeah.
Got you.
It was, everything I asked for. Honestly, it was more until Lakers matched it. They came up to what Dallas was offering.
Oh, shit. So Dallas helped you get even more money.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Or
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control.
my guys, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, have been hooping more, all damn day. Jalen points, more. Threes, more. Josh rebounds, more. Absolutely. I'm hammering more.
And that rookie, Con Knipple, crushing it. Also, more.
New feature alert, Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. It's go time.
And you can find your community on Prize Picks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share your Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click.
Prize Picks is so simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, It's good to be right.
All right, let's get into our favorite part of every single show, and that's our picks of the night presented by Prize Picks. Monday night, we got the Heat at the Golden State Warriors. Let's get right into it. Jimmy Butler, more or less than 20.5 points, Danny.
I'm going to say more. They at the crib. I'm going to say more. He usually don't show up or play in Miami. He always has a rough one when they play in Miami. But they playing in Golden State. He's talking about his team being mediocre. I feel like he has to set the tone after that statement, like of now, like coming out to hoop. I think he's going to get more than 20.5.
I'm going slightly under on this.
It's a very tough one.
Yeah, I'm going less, too.
I can see him getting like 18, 19.
That's what I'm saying. It's either 18 or 21.
And Jimmy him being like too cool for school to try to get 30 against his old team. Like, I don't give a fuck about these
It might be 19, it might be 21. Like, it's going to be right there on the brink.
Yeah, I'm going to go less. Also.
Steph Curry, more or less than 3.5 3-pointers made.
He's got, he's going to go more.
I'm getting more. I'm
going less.
More for me. Okay, Bam Adebayo, more or less than 20.5.
Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to say less, man. He had a good night the other night. I'm going to say less. But I think he'll get like 18, 19. I think he'll get 18, 19.
What about you, Paul?
I'm going to go more.
Okay.
I got to go more. I got to make a move in this.
And last but certainly not least, Tyler Hero, more or less than 21.5.
I'm going to go more. He going to hoop. Like him and Norm, they hoop, bro. They got to score for them.
What about you?
I'm going less.
Hero needs the ball. I'm going to go more.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I can make a move. I
got my all-stars. I got my all-stars.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to select our no fouls given official all-star ballots.
All right,
I know there's like this world team and this team, and Adam is fucking up the all-star game, but whatever. It is what it is. But we're just going to do a traditional 12 guys from each conference.
Okay.
And we can go with starters. Western Conference starters first.
Okay.
Western Conference start.
You want me to start? Because I can start.
I can go.
Because it's pretty easy.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
pretty
honest.
easy. It's like,
I mean, West is harder than the East, honestly, I think.
Well, the starters, I'm saying. It's
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
Shea,
Yeah.
Jokic,
Yep.
Victor,
Yeah. Luka. Steph.
So, yeah. It's between Steph and Ant Edwards. I'm going Steph because I always go
He's definitely
elders.
fan voting.
If it's close, I'm going with Steph.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If Ant Edwards was having a way better season, I'll put him in, but I'm going Steph for my starter.
I mean, Bron might get voted into, like, you know what I'm saying, being captain.
Bron he might become an honorary type
like
of
a
thing.
Michael Jordan situation with Vince giving the starting position.
Jordan on the Wizards situation.
Yeah, like Luka might be like, go ahead, man.
Yeah, but will LeBron get selected?
As an all-star? He got, bro.
Of course.
I don't think there's a way that you have all-star game without LeBron.
Of course.
On it in this NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Okay, so your starters is Steph. Is this?
Who's your five? You said you were going to start.
I'm the same as Danny. Shea, Luka, Wemby, Jokic, Steph. And that's the same as Danny. Paul, who's your starters in the West?
I also have Shea, Wemby, Joker, and then I'm going Bron, Ant-Man.
Okay. So you're kicking Luka off for the elder statesman. I'm not mad at that. And again, Ant and Steph to me are right there.
Is this who we think is going to be, like, is starting?
Yeah, that's who you think should.
I think, who I think should start is different than who I think is going to.
We think should be the starters,
Okay.
not who we
So I
think
think
is going to
should be
end
the
up
starters.
getting picked.
This is what I think should be the starters.
Okay. Yeah, this is about right. Shea, Luka, Jokic, Steph, Wemby. Okay.
Now let's get into the reserves of the West.
Got you.
Obviously, I think Ant Edwards is a lock.
Ant Edwards.
And he's starting for you. So do you think Steph is a lock?
I think Steph is a lock.
Okay, so we got that. That's 6 already.
Ant
All of us
Steph.
agree with.
Yeah.
So
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray is a lock for me as well.
KD.
Lock.
Sengun.
Lock.
No, I'm not giving Sengun this year.
Sengun's not a lock?
No.
What about Book?
I got J-Dub or Chet.
J-Dub.
J-Dub
I'm
ain't
going
made.
Chet.
Nah.
I'm going Chet.
Okay, Chet. Okay, I think Chet's a kind
Chet's
of
not
lock.
a lock for me.
I think he's a lock.
Chet is a lock.
Chet's
He's a
not
lock. His team's 40-2. Like,
Don't give a damn. He had 5 points on the night. He's averaging like 16 and 7.
I got Luka.
Yeah, of course.
Luka's on the starter. He's starter.
Well, he didn't start for Paul.
Oh,
man.
okay.
So LeBron is on you.
Bron is my reserve.
I guess Bron is definitely okay.
Bron is a
For me,
reserve.
KD off my bench also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to hear my reserves?
yeah. Let's hear your reserves.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just say your reserves.
All right. So I got Bron, since he's not a starter for me. Sengun, KD, Book, Ant Edwards, Jamal Murray. How many we got
one
so far?
more.
And I have Denny Avila.
That's crazy.
Okay. My reserves is Ant Edwards, Kevin Durant, Chet Holmgren, Jamal Murray, Alperen Şengün, LeBron James. Damn. This is either between
Chet or Denny.
Book.
Book, Denny, and Kawhi.
I think.
Oh, I got 2 more to go?
Yeah.
Oh, then
You put
He has
Chet. You
one
put Chet
more.
in? You put
yeah,
Chet?
Chet is in. Chet is
There's
locked.
one
for me.
more.
Oh, you got one more.
I have one more.
So who's between? What's your last 3?
Denny, Kawhi, and Devin Booker.
Bruh. Honestly, who we think should make it and who's gonna make it, we know the Clippers gonna get somebody in there because it's at the end to it. You don't think they're gonna get?
I
James
like
and
that.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
One of them
Kawhi's
gonna be-
definitely getting
one of them getting
selected.
in there.
But he's not going to get selected on my team. Devin Booker. Devin Booker. He just barely edged Kawhi
Paul.
and Denny Avdia.
Paul, watch one of them Clippers get in there.
Also, yeah, go ahead. Who's your reserves, Paul?
Murray.
Of course. I think he's just super. They're 6 and 3
what
without
they-
Jokic
without
right
Jokic, they're holding it down. So 2 there. Did I say KD? Yeah, KD.
You got 5. You need 2 more.
So 2 more. Jeez. I'm going to go ahead and put Book up in there. And then last but not least, I'm going to go 3 Thunders. J-Dub.
Wow.
now. Yeah,
That's
no
crazy.
shot. J-Dub's nowhere close to
You
my
missed like
All-Star.
2 months.
No way. Also, I think another a guy that is a bubble who we haven't mentioned is Austin Reeves. But he just missed so many games.
Honestly, I
when-
think he's deserving.
When he played, he was an All-Star.
He's played more games than Bron, honestly.
But he's
got-
not an elder statesman.
Exactly. So he's got 23 games. Bron's got 21 games, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
They're going to be playing around the same amount of games when he comes back.
How many games J-Dub got?
Like
About the
20.
20 same?
J-Dub
Nah,
missed
like 15?
16 games.
He's played like 12. He's played like 15 games so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't played that many games. Paul just want to put as many Thunder as possible.
I mean, they're destroying the league.
They are
But they're not all
smoked the
Oh,
Rockets.
he's 22 games.
Yeah, and only played
missed
39.
22?
He only played.
17 games?
Yeah, he's played 17
So
games.
he'll have 30 games in his belt.
He missed 22 games.
Yeah, he's played. That means they played what they only played 39, 40, right?
Oh, he's at the cusp of All NBA, huh?
He's out
Yeah,
of
he
it.
got it.
He's out of it. He's automatically out.
17 is the number.
17. Yeah, he can't
He's
miss
automatically
another
out.
game.
He's automatically out.
No, if he's only missed 17, he's
missed
right
22.
at 60.
He's
He's
missed
missed 22. Oh, yeah, he's done.
He's
Double.
done. That's why they save so much
Oh,
money
yeah,
because
so
he's
not
out.
gonna get that bread.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are our all-star picks, y'all.
So they play 42 games. So he's missed 22. He's played 20. He's played 20 games.
So he's right there with LeBron and
Yeah.
And Austin, they got 3 more games on him.
yeah, but he started off kind of slow.
He did.
All right,
And
so
still not numbers.
just to read our lineups, our Western Conference lineups for you guys. Paul has as starters Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
His reserves are Steph Curry, Chet Holmgren, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Jamal Murray, first timer, Devin Booker, and J-Dub, Jalen Williams. My starters out west are Shea, Nikola, Luka, Steph, and Wemby. My reserves are Ant, Murray, KD, Şengün, Chet, LeBron, and Booker. And Danny's starters are Shea, Jokic, Luka, Steph, and Wemby. Reserves are Ant, Murray, KD, Şengün, Bron, Book, and Denny Avdia. Like it. I love it. All right, let's get into our Eastern Conference starters.
We know who's going to start, though. Bron's going to start. Kawhi, somebody's going to get in from the Clippers, for sure.
All right, who we starting out east?
Easy, I got you. You ready? Giannis, Cade, Jalen Brunson,
Yep.
Tyrese Maxey,
Yep.
Jalen Brown.
Yeah. I don't even think there's an argument for anybody
Nope.
else in the East to even crack the starting lineup.
Nope.
Like,
My reserves. You ready for my reserves?
You got the same starters.
yeah, same starters.
Who can argue
There's
that?
nobody I'm taking out of that.
Paul, you got a different set of starters?
Giannis, Cade, Brunson, Maxey, Jaylen Brown.
I have Cade, Brown, Brunson, Giannis, and then I'm gonna go. I said Brunson, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go with the young fella down there in Toronto.
Brandon Ingram or Scotty Barnes for a starter?
Okay.
Barnes.
He's down there on the brisk of making it.
I think he's fine to make it because they're playing so good this year.
Brandon Ingram, they only get one Raptor. You're not getting two. Brandon Ingram's
No,
played more
they're
games.
gonna give it to Scotty though. I think.
Look at Brandon Ingram's numbers.
Yeah, I know.
I just looked up the other night, and he's played only missed 2 games this year.
He's played every game, bro.
So I don't see how Scotty gets in, honestly. 22,
right.
6-4.
Okay.
40 and 35 from 3, bro. He's getting in, and come on.
Let's get so I have 3 locks.
19, 8, and 5. Yeah,
Who was that?
that's Scotty.
Oh yeah, he's in.
No,
But also,
I'm
he's a
Gabriel.
defender all
Give a
around.
damn. Ain't nobody playing defense, man.
Ain't
Fuck outta
nobody
here.
playing
More rebounds and 2 more assists, 2 less points.
It was Bi's averaging 22. He's averaging 19, so that's 3 points less, and he's averaging 6 and 4, which is a really good lineup. And he's played how many more games? How many more games has Scotty played?
8 and 5.
Yeah, 8 and 5. So, how many games Scotty played? How many games he's missed? No games.
Scotty he played 41.
Okay, so they played around the same then.
Yeah, bro.
He played a
Scotty's
little more.
played, bro. And,
Yeah, they both played around again.
He's definitely the
But a starter though is crazy.
No. Oh no, yeah. I don't know what Paul's
Tyrese Maxey
doing with
not
that.
starting P.
I got my guards.
Okay, it's positionless.
I like that lineup better.
Okay.
With
I
Maxey
mean, it's the
in that lineup,
world.
that
It's the
lineup-
world versus what's the name anyway. They split into
Yeah.
3 different teams anyway.
Yeah, it's guard heavy already.
But they
There's
split
not
it.
enough big men
They
that
split these
deserve
teams
to
into
make the
3
team.
different teams
Yeah,
anyway.
I know.
All right, you want to get into your reserves?
Yeah, I'll
Danny?
give you my reserves. You ready? Cat, MPJ, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Brandon Ingram, Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey.
Got him in there. I can't give 2 Toronto Raptors in there.
Josh Giddey.
I would have put Scotty, but I couldn't put. Yeah, I couldn't put what's the name in there.
Nah,
wild.
Josh Giddey ain't going nowhere near
That's
my
wild.
All-Star team.
Nowhere near.
So, hold on. We're not this. You said Cat, MPJ, Jalen Johnson,
Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I would have bid Scotty, but to me, give 2 Toronto Raptors would look crazy.
I still need one more. Who did I miss?
Who did you miss? MPJ. You got MPJ,
MPJ, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell, Josh Giddey,
Brandon Ingram.
Ingram.
okay,
Yeah.
so my locks reserve. These are locks. You can't dislodge these guys. Jalen Johnson,
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell,
Yeah.
Jalen Duren is a lock for me. He's a lock.
He's missed some games.
He's a lock. He's been an all-star forward big.
His numbers have dropped a lot lately, bro.
He's a lock, okay? the Pistons, at the
18.
level that they're playing at,
18 and 10, 18, 11.
and what he provides
How many games
on
has he
both
played?
ends of the floor,
So he's missed, 8 games? How many games did they play total?
32 games
He was
played.
on the brink of me too. Like he was my
He's
border.
a lock. Detroit. He's the
just-
second best player on Detroit.
I feel like you're gonna get snubbed. P, you know how this goes. You gotta get snubbed the year before you make it. I feel like this is the year he's gonna get snubbed.
I think he's going to be fine.
7 games.
Okay.
He's going to be fine. So those are my 3 locks. Now, so I have how many more picks? 3 more after? No, 4 more after this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going Karl Towns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Scotty Barnes over Brandon Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
And then Porter Jr. and Norm Powell.
There you go.
Yeah. Norm Powell deserves
I
his
feel like-
first All-Star team ever.
All right, for me, I'm going Maxey, Derek White,
P, this is wild. Nah, no disrespect. I like Dirk a lot.
Second in the East.
I don't give a damn, bro. If you don't have Jalen Duren, then you can't put Derek White.
Dog. Derek White, dog. Derek White.
I like Derek a lot too, bro. But I looked at the numbers the other day. They're not that good. He's shooting 30.
Derek
He's
White,
shooting
you know what
32
it is.
shooting 33 from 3 and 30 under 40 from the field.
You know what happened, right?
I'm going Derek White.
You know what happened, right?
5. I'm rolling.
He had the interview.
He did his
Yeah,
podcast the other day.
I'm going D
Now
White.
D White is all.
D White's my guy, bro. I'm all for it.
I love
going-
D White.
Yeah, I love D White. That's my guy.
Definitely one of my favorite players in the league.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
He is not an all-star this year.
Yeah.
Pancaro.
Paolo.
Yeah.
Yo, you are wilding
God,
right now.
Yeah, no shot. This is
What?
off of reputation. You going off of reputation.
Y'all are crazy.
Paolo's having a rough year this
You're
year.
not going off of the
So
season. that
no
he's
one in
had.
Orlando is making it.
No.
I
They're
think
the
Bane.
sixth
I think
No.
Bane might be in the running.
No.
Bane is on the
Wow.
bubble.
Not enough games.
21, 8-5 is not good enough.
Not
No.
enough games.
No,
He played 31 games. What do you mean?
no, he's played enough games. He's just not playing well.
He's not playing well.
He's just
Wow,
not
y'all
playing
are
well.
wow today.
The team's gotten worse since Franz
Nah,
went down
son.
and he
Donovan
came.
Go
Mitchell.
back. Go back.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it? He played 30. You sure he played 31 games?
I'm looking
Yeah.
right there.
31.
Give me
Danny's
Paulo
not-
Banchero.
I'm not.
Danny's
I'm
not rolling.
Not rolling.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. Okay.
4. What I need? 3 more. Then I'm gonna go Bam Adebayo.
No. One of his worst seasons.
No, y'all are crazy.
You just
picking
going off
a
of reputation.
reputation.
He's not going off of
I'm
season.
giving y'all credit you for being a winner, for winning games.
Paolo's
Okay.
probably has the
I'm
worst.
not picking these guys that's down here below this.
No,
Orlando-
This.
Orlando's not
Giddy's
winning.
in the 9th seed. You guys are throwing Giddy in the all. He hasn't played.
He's one of the most improved
He's
players in the league.
19 and 21.
Okay, go ahead. Go,
Orlando,
please go
Paolo has
ahead,
one of the
man.
worst plus minuses in the league.
And listen, dog, Paolo's in there.
They're not
Yeah.
winning.
Like I said, Danny,
Okay.
do you understand the politics of this?
Yeah.
Okay. You going
They're
political,
not
but go
gonna.
ahead.
I'm going political.
Okay. Nike's getting involved.
Miami has to have a player in there.
That's Norm Powell.
Yeah, that's why I went
No,
with
no,
Norm.
no.
I love what Norm's
I'm
doing
going
this year.
Bam. I'm
He's
going
been their
Bam.
best player all year.
Well, how many I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 more. I'm gonna go with. I need Cat. I can throw Cat in there, and I'm gonna put LaMelo.
Jesus, titty fucking
Yo,
Christ.
you're making a mockery.
I'm trying to
of
sell
this.
That
tickets.
is insane.
I'm trying to sell
man.
tickets.
You're trying to sell.
You got to give it to
tickets.
people that's deserving
You know what?
of it, though.
I'm trying to sell
Ball
tickets. This is
over
hey, do you know what the
Paolo
NBA
and
is?
Bam.
No, listen. Do you know what the NBA is?
It's a business.
It's an entertainment company.
For sure.
Yeah, it's an
But also
entertainment
this, though.
product.
Y'all not putting into... This is the reason why I also had Denny Alves. You got to have 8 European... Like the world.
Oh.
You have to have 8... The world...
So you saying we
even
want to get the
Canadians...
Israeli Jewish contingent involved?
Canadian, you got to have at least 8 European guys on
The
there.
world.
So all total.
I see what you're saying. So
That's
you-
not
So
a
I
real
had
All-Star
Giannis, I had
game.
Jokic.
That's not a real All-Star.
That's the All-Star game this year. They're doing 8
so
and 8.
why don't we have any up there?
That's y'all.
No, we
I do.
have Euros.
But not enough.
Wemby,
Somebody's
Jokic-
gonna make the
No,
All-Star team
in
that's
terms
not
of
really deserving
foreigners.
of All-Star.
Yes, foreign. It's the
World
world.
team.
It's the world team versus U.S.
Yeah, we got Wemby, Shea, Luka, Jokic. If Avdia makes it,
You didn't have Avia. I had Avia.
I know, but he's in Şengün.
Sengun. And that's it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So that's 8 right there. That's 8.
Yeah,
That's my
they
8.
got a good team. They
I
gonna
got 8.
beat the U.S. ass. Watch.
But
No, I doubt that.
he didn't have.
They
He
gonna
didn't,
beat
they
the
not.
U.S.
No, they not.
ass.
he didn't have
boy.
Sengun, though. He didn't have Sengun or Avia.
Nah,
So
they
he
ain't
has
gonna
like
beat
no
the US
Europeans.
ass. No, they not.
Yeah, Paul, you gotta put some Euros on your
I'm
team,
gonna put
bro.
some. No, I'm good.
Okay, let's
He
see.
said LaMelo. Yo, LaMelo's on like minute restrictions for his ankle. Like, how many games did LaMelo play
This
this
guy
year?
just loves LaMelo Ball. He's been saying this since the season.
If I'm
started.
watching the All-Star game,
He's
I
one
wanna
of his
see
favorite
him.
players in the league.
And Paolo's
It's
having a
hilarious.
really tough year right now.
I like Paolo.
It's that IE bias, bro.
Bro, I like Derek White too, but I just don't think, you know what I'm saying?
Derek
Like,
White.
Oh, like,
Where's the entertainment value in that?
Derek White was on the Olympic team, bro.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
I would want Derek White. Every team in the league should want Derek White.
All right, watch. when
He's a
these
starter
teams-
on every single team.
I like
in the
Anthony
league.
Black. Let's just throw him in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
the fuck are we
Keontae
doing?
George?
Like, I like
Have
Keyshawn.
a breakout year.
Yeah, I like Keontae George.
let's
Just
just
throw
get
anybody we
exciting
like.
guys
It's not
in
a
there.
fantasy draft. This is the All-Star.
Zach LaVine, he still could dunk, right? Let's throw him in there.
Look at y'all.
All right. Let's get into foul or no foul. And since we're already on the topic, how do you guys feel about the USA versus the World All-Star format?
We'll see how it goes, man. I want to see how it goes before. I'll give it a test run, but I like it so far. I think it'll give it some more juice, like some competitive nature.
What about you, Paul?
You know what? I'm willing to see how it goes because previous methods haven't been entertaining as of late. So, I'm willing to give anything a shot at this point.
Yeah,
so hopefully it goes well.
It's a foul for me. I get you. I feel what y'all saying in terms of let's just try it. I'm just tired of switching it up. This East-West, let's go.
Yeah.
If these
West,
niggas,
let's
if they
go,
don't want
huh?
to play, they don't want to play.
Like, I only East-West. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, let's just go. Let's keep it pushing. All right, letting G League players into the dunk contest, foul. This is completely foul.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
it's
foul,
completely
bro.
foul.
It's a foul.
It's a foul, and
I'm
you
not
know
with
what?
it.
It's an indictment of the guys in the league because
It's
the idea
disappointing,
that you
'cause
would
we
let
have
a
a-
G League
We
guy
have
come in
enough
here and
athletes.
take the championship.
Yeah, we have enough athletic guys to get like
It's gross.
and it's disappointing because superstars just don't want to do it. But like,
Foul or no foul, tournament style All-Star game.
I have to see how it turns out. But for me, I'm foul. I'm a
washed.
foul.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
foul. I don't
I'm
need
good
it.
on
Yeah,
it.
I'm foul.
I don't need
Give
it.
me one game
Give me one game.
with all the best.
And by the way, what you could, and I know they wouldn't do it because of the commercials and the sport. It don't need to be 12-minute quarters. It's an exhibition game.
Yeah, keep the game clock running, right?
You know what I'm saying?
12 minutes. You can do it running clock, like no stopping clock.
Yeah.
Foul or no foul East-West team jerseys. What do you mean by this, Chris?
Like, do you want the old school where they did the team? Like, teams had their normal jerseys but white and then away jersey. Like, that was fire concept when they had.
Where you just wear your individual team.
They had
I
a team,
remember
but
that,
I
Jim.
like them actually
Did you
getting.
play in one of those with the
Yeah.
individual team? You
played
just
one.
wore your Celtics jersey.
Yeah, one.
I like that one, but I also like the East and
I
West.
love the East-West
like,
jerseys.
I feel like you should deserve as an All-Star get an All-Star jersey
Well, I think they put a patch on our jerseys.
for that
Gotcha.
one. So All-Star patch.
I only
for that.
played one,
Yeah.
and then they went to the East-West when I.
Got you.
So that was my fourth year. My fifth year went to East-West.
Okay.
And last but not least, foul or no foul, the playing tournament.
No foul. I love the playing tournament, bro. It's dope. I think it's.
I don't mind the playing.
I like the tournament. That's no
I don't
foul
mind
for
the
me.
playing. You should, like usually the 7th and 8th seed end up making it anyway.
I don't like it unless it's like 9 and 10 are like way behind.
Bro,
like,
it'd
you know
be
what I'm saying?
some bums sometimes.
Yeah, like they got a chance to
The
win.
Hawks and Bulls, how many times are they gonna be the 9th or 10th seed?
It showed up me a lot when Miami made their run from the play-in.
Yeah, facts.
So I love it.
Yeah.
I have a theory about this. I think a lot of the reason why Jokic and Luka aren't as popular as they should be is because they're not American. If they were white American hoopers,
Yeah.
people would be in love with them.
I think they still are in love with it. They
I
still.
don't know, man. I think the casual fan has a hard time connecting with a guy who speaks with a Eastern European accent.
I think most of their fans are like the white American guys are the ones that
I mean,
really
most
love.
fans in America are white because we're
sure.
65%
But there's still
white
the
country.
the great white hype. There's still the great white like.
Nah, I
They're the
don't
pride of
exist for not for guys from Slovenia, bro.
There's-
If he was from Indiana, I think it'd be there like in a big way.
For sure. If he was Caitlin Clark, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
get
if he was
that.
from Wisconsin, if Luka was from Wisconsin, bro,
Yes, but there's
he would have a cult following.
There's
Yeah, he
white
would.
and black.
He would.
He would, bro.
there's
Yeah,
white and black
I agree.
Spaniards, there's white and black, but he's still holding it down for like the white European. Like there's still black Europeans.
He's not, bro. He's not holding it down for the European, the white American European.
I don't like
No
the
Irish
idea.
guy thinks Luka Doncic is like representing him.
Okay.
Like an Irish dude in Boston is like,
Right.
yeah, that's my guy, Luka Doncic.
Nah.
No fucking way, bro.
You're right.
No, but Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
they going crazy over that. You know, I think this is something too with people culturally feeling connected to
I feel you.
people in a certain way.
I
And I
feel
don't
you.
think it's like,
Listen.
it's racism. It's like, bro, it's
I
just
think
like, come on.
It could be a fun aspect. I don't like the idea. Nah, we don't need to segregate even more.
I think we could.
But it could
use
be a
little bit
fun,
more.
competitive thing at certain. If you can keep it fun, it could be.
Think about it,
interesting. It could be
Danny. Think
interesting.
about how much we love Tiger. Because he was dominating a white sport.
I just love Tiger because he's black, not because he's diamond. He could have been dominating a black sport. Like, yo,
I
Tiger-
don't think it's the same if golf is just a
if,
regular
if
black
we
sport.
black doing anything, I think we love it.
I don't know.
Hockey, skiing, snowboard. Like, all right, yo, he black. He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Just representing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's representing.
He's just representing, but
He's
I don't think it matters if it's a
representing.
white sport or not. Even if it's a black sport.
But you just said hockey and snowboarding.
Yeah, but it's anything. If you said he dominate basketball, football, shit. It's
No,
not-
Danny, like, look, like
I get what
know.
you're trying to say.
like Jason Tatum, right? We love Jason Tatum. But he doesn't have a cult following because it's like, it's a black guy doing this thing in the NBA.
Because it's a normal thing to do.
Yeah, it's just regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
with
the
you.
Jason Tatum of hockey?
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's get into, a couple of legends in this one in our next segment. D. Wade has chimed in and thinks that the Rockets should bring back CP3. He said this on the Amazon Prime broadcast. Let's listen to the clip.
So I was writing this down. Blake said standing around. UD, they need an organizer. They need a quarterback. They need a conductor. They need a guy who can get guys in their spots. They need a guy who can play with bigs. They got Sengun. They got Adam. Chris Paul out there.
Oh.
They need a veteran.
Wow.
They need a guy who don't need to score.
Hey.
Chris Paul out there. Just throw that out there.
That is a good throw.
Hey, give us a
Just
little
gonna push that in
proposal.
there.
It's
You
usually
know
gonna
what I mean?
catch.
These are all the things that Chris Paul do very well. I just thought I would start
Hey,
with
that's
that.
an interesting take, BG. Your thoughts?
I mean, they also have the bodies to make up for any defensive breakdowns, right? I think that's the biggest.
Yo, Blake just
We're
basically
right
said he's
into
cooked.
just
Yeah, he's like, he's cooked, but I guess they could withstand it.
we're right into he can't play defense, so they need niggas to back him up. That's hilarious. I don't dislike it, but I mean this sounds like the banana boat.
That's what it sounds like.
You know what I'm
to me.
saying? Like
Sound like homies.
the banana
just doing
boat
homie
push.
stuff,
But
doing
again,
propaganda.
CP is a good, high intelligent player for any group. I think he could help and be a veteran. I don't know what their end of the roster situation looks like. Like who's at the end of the bench that they'd have to let go to put him on at a vet minimum or whatever it is. I don't think it's a bad move. I don't think he needs to play major minutes. I think it's crazy. Blake went right into what his mishaps are. Like, oh yeah, they got bodies to cover his weaknesses. It's like, yeah, he has some weaknesses. He is older. He is 40.
I mean,
But yeah.
goddamn.
But then you ask, is he a starter on this
No,
team?
again, he's a bench guy. He's more of a coach. He's an extension of your coaching staff.
So he's not even gonna play.
I'd say give him 15 minutes. He can give you 7 minutes a half, 15 minutes a game. He can
Paul,
set the floor.
You like this idea of bringing CP3 to actually play, not do what Danny said in terms of be a great.
I'm saying play and coach, but it's not major minutes. 15 minutes is 7.5 minutes a game. Like you can do 7 minutes and
You
7.
think he can play 15 minutes in a playoff game?
I'm not saying playoffs. We're talking regular season right now.
Just right now, just getting him through
Rotations
the regular
cut down in the playoffs. But during the regular season,
Well, I
while
think-
Fred is getting back, he might come back this season, we don't know. You got Reed Shepard, you can coach him up and kind of, take him under your wing. And you can play like the backup, minutes of like Amin Thompson and Reed Shepard. That's a third guard. And Justin Holiday still have there. Like he's playing well when he plays. He can be that guy. There's always injuries. He can be that guy that's like the reserve that can help you 15 minutes a game, 15 to 20 minutes a game,
What about you, Paul? You
if
like
needed.
I don't think it hurts him.
Yeah.
But is it the missing piece to say this is the
Puts
piece
them over? Yeah, it doesn't put them
It
over.
doesn't put them over the top to say, oh, you got CP now. I think you can compete with the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Spurs. It doesn't do that, but I think it helps them.
The only problem with this is that we saw CP3 play this year. He was just not up to the task. Like in terms
Well,
of
their
actual
group,
minutes.
he didn't have a good group around him either, bro. Like,
That's fair. The Rockets group would be more sound,
he would
especially
look, he would look a
defensively,
lot better with that group.
more athletic and stuff
Why is
like
he
that.
the 40-year-old being the one to get guys to pick up full court? Like the reason he got sent home is because he was trying to get them to have a sense of urgency to do more. And he's the 40-year-old.
Yeah.
He don't have to do that in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
You really think he could play though?
I'm not saying major minute. In a regular season,
In the
7 minutes a
regular
half
season? Okay.
as a reserve.
And when the playoffs come, you're just praying on
Rotations cut
Fred
down.
Van Vliet to be back?
No, rotations cut down. It's Amin Thompson. It's Reed Shepard. Justin Holiday may be reserved if you need him.
But what?
He is
But
coaching
how does
them.
that solve the problems D Wade was addressing?
Again,
in terms
I'm
of
with
the
Paul.
standing
I don't think he
around?
solves. I don't think he
Okay.
puts you over. I don't think it hurts you, but it helps groom your young player. He's another veteran leader, locker room guy, leadership like that can help you.
No, I would love for CP3 to be on the team.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think he could definitely.
I just think D Wade was talking about a bunch of problems that the team has that I think is legitimate. He has the correct
I don't
diagnosis.
think he's not fixing the
But
problems.
I don't think that Dr. Paul is going to be the one to.
He can help Reed
give you
Shepard
the
come
remedy.
along. Yeah, he can help Reed Shepard come along. That's all.
Chris Paul don't got the elixir. I don't think so. Not anymore. All right, y'all. That was our show for today. Shouts to everybody that wrote us in and gave us those great fan questions.
Word.
Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to this YouTube channel for No Fouls Given. Like this video. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time we drop a new episode. And also, if you're listening to this on the audio version, leave us a review. Give us 5 stars. We really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
This has been a Playmaker production.